Hey everyone, and welcome back to Aubain Digital Marketing. And in this video, I'm going to provide you some of the tools I use for online marketing. Using a multitude of tools creates what's called a marketing stack. And there are a few things that can change a marketing stack, such as your budget, as well as the type of project you're working on. It's important to know that what's recommended may not be best for you, and what's recommended is not the full list of tools for you. My advice is to try different tools out, research, and see which ones you like. Before we begin, if you haven't already, head over to my YouTube page, Aubain Digital Marketing, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps me make these fun marketing insights, and it does go a long way. So let's get started. We should start off by understanding the marketing cycle, or the cycle of activities in a marketing campaign. 1. You research. 2. Plan. 3. You create. 4. You execute. And then 5. You analyze. At each of these stages, I'll go through the tools I currently use to execute each and what they're for. Let's start off with research. This is the most important section of the marketing cycle for me, and I invest a lot of time into research. Ahrefs is a great SEO tool. I use Ahrefs to improve my SEO research and track my SEO progress. You can do things such as advanced keyword research and site audits. You can even spy on your competition and figure out how their websites are ranking, what content they're producing, and a lot more. Moving on, Sparktoro is designed to understand your target audience and your competition. With Sparktoro, we can understand what audiences your competition is targeting and go into detail with demographics, the podcasts they listen to, the channels they frequent. It gets very granular, but the most important information provided here helps me understand where to be online with my marketing campaigns. Next on this list, we have Google Forms. You might be wondering, well, how would I use Google Forms for research? It's for primary research. You can create a 10-question survey, send it out to your friends and family, or even prospective clients that might be interested in your offering. Primary research on what people like and what people dislike will guide you to creating or offering the best service. Those are some of the tools I use to do some of my research. Let's move on to the plan phase. For planning, I use native workbooks that I've created offline using Microsoft Excel and Airtable. These include content marketing strategy templates, social media calendar templates, traction channel listings, and a lot more. You can access the full list of my marketing planning templates and workbooks by visiting my Patreon account and becoming a member. I have new plans and neat templates with tutorials so that you can properly plan out your campaigns. Once you've researched and once you've planned, now it's time to create. Let's look at some of the tools I use to create content. Believe it or not, all of the graphics and designs that you see here, I've created using a Canva Pro membership, and I am not a graphic designer. You can create amazing banners, logos, pitch decks, product explainers, and much more. I would encourage you to visit Canva if you need another graphic design for your next project. Adobe Premiere Pro is my choice of video editing software. The barrier to entry with this is having a good computer with enough RAM, as well as the learning curve. But honestly, you never really need to know it all in order to try something. I use Premiere Pro to produce all of my content, and I am not a video editor. Now we get to the fun part. You've researched, planned your campaign, and created your content. It's time to execute. Here are some of the tools I use to execute my marketing. Hootsuite is a great scheduling platform. There are many other use features for Hootsuite, like social listening and research, but I find the greatest use purpose is its scheduling feature. After my content's been created, I use Hootsuite to schedule them in advance and stick to my plan of action. Now, of course, if I have an article or a blog, you can't use Hootsuite to post on your website. I use WordPress. For me, it's the simplest way to manage a website. The external plugins and the variability helps me not only schedule my content online in advance, but track the performance of SEO and connect helpful analytics. WordPress usage is a dense subject, and I'll have a separate video of how I use WordPress to build a website. Let's talk about how I reach out to customers. I use two email platforms, Mailshake and Sendfox. Mailshake I use for automated prospecting outreach, people who have never heard from me before. My days are filled with activities. Mailshake does a great job at helping me generate leads, automate personalized outreach, and follow up with prospects. Sendfox is awesome because it also has automation, but with newsletter sequencing called smart campaigns. Sometimes it can be tough to think of a newsletter to keep up with your current customers, but keeping up with your current customers keeps your business up front and active, and that's the main feature of Sendfox. The last part of execution I use for my business is Calendly. As a digital marketing consultant, I needed to find a way to make it easy for prospects to schedule appointments, receive reminders, and make changes if they need it. Calendly allows me to do so. And there's also a payment processing system if I needed customers to pay before meeting with me. The automation of Calendly is simple and it integrates easily into my Google Calendar. I receive updates on the go for who signs up. The last part is to analyze. The tools I have mentioned all have their native analytics to measure leads, sales, and whatnot. My main platform for analytics is Google Analytics and Google Search Console. This is more of an advanced subject, but from a high level, these tools allow me to understand the customer journey from start to finish. These are the marketing tools that I use for my marketing stack, but it's not limited to what you could use. That's all I have for you today. I'm curious to know, what tools do you use and why? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Aubain Digital Marketing, for more organic marketing insights. Head over to alexaubain.com and sign up for a free marketing consultation. Take care.